think I should be live now. Am I live? Should I do my intro song? I'm live? Okay. Intro song time, nerds.
He's gonna be the very best, like no one ever was. To cast them is his real test, to teach us is his cause. He will travel across the web, scouting far and wide. Each build order to understand the timing that's inside. StarCraft 2, gotta cast them all. It's him and us. He knows it's his destiny. StarCraft 2, oh, you're his best friend. King of base he must defend. StarCraft 2, gotta cast them all. A game so true. His mech will pull him through. He'll teach us and we'll teach you. The Zoia Show. Gotta cast them all.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Zoia Show, Episode 6. Tonight we have Zerg Night, and it is so fantastic. Zerg Night, we have some sick replays for you guys today. I'm going to go ahead and show you them real quickly. We have Stefano versus Nest for our Zerg versus Zerg. We have Beyond Prime versus Ghost King, or Beyond Prime versus Bong Bong, rather. Beyond versus Bong Bong, as our TVZ. And Lenok versus Parting for our PVZ. It is awesome. Hope you guys are excited. We're going to get started right away with our ZVP. Oh yeah, Boogles. And we're saving the Antigua for last. You're staying the entire show, Boogles. You're staying the entire show. Oh man. I am a cruel, cruel god. So, spawning. As soon as I update the overlay. Versus. There we go. So, spawning. The bottom left-hand corner of the map. As the red Protoss, we have Startails Parting. And his opponent in the top right-hand corner of the map. As the blue Zerg, we have Epixo's Lenok. PBZ here, guys. I've cast both these replays. These were for these two replays. This one and the Beyond Prime versus Bong Bong Prime were both games for the IPL 5 caster contest. So I've cast both these already. Hopefully they like my submission. But these games were both very, very good, which is why I'm bringing them up here. But remember, guys, tonight is not Protoss night. I don't give a shit about Parting. Alright, this guy, even though I'm writing some extensive piece on Parting and his PvT style, I don't care. I don't want to see... Man, this guy is nothing. We're going to be focusing on Epixo's very own Lenok. And we're going to be like, hey, Lenok, what can we do as Zerg players to improve? Now, you guys should follow me on Twitch TV, twitch.tv/StarCraftSquad. I'll be doing a coaching lesson after the Zoia Show, training one of my students, and then after that I'll be laddering, so you guys should go over there and follow me. Don't follow my Twitter. Boogles, post my shit, man. You're my admin, why aren't you posting my shit? So, pull going down on 15 for Lenok. 15 pull, there you go. There you go. Who are you coaching? Jinx. Jinx. It's 15 pull going down for Parting or Lenok. We're gonna go _2 because I mean PvZ until shit happens it is very boring. It's the same. So actually going down standard time 17. If the Protoss player does not deny your base or like put a pile in there or anything, you can put the hatch rate down as soon as you want. Just put that on 17. That is a fine. I don't care if you cut drones, you have larva. You can put that down as fast as you want. Yes, we'll be still sending in replays. Now, quick moment. Tomorrow night's going to be a double night. We're going to have a double show Wednesday, and then the Wednesday show, which is the Protoss show, plus the viewer replay night. Because Thursday night, I'm going to see the Avengers at midnight, so there will be no Zoia show Thursday night this week. So if you're interested in sending your replays for me to cast them and show you why you suck personally, send them to StarcraftSquadReplays@gmail.com. Same as the Stefano as EVP, yeah. Pretty much. Getting that third base very fast as well. Make sure you scout over here with Lings, Overlords. Losing your third base to cannons is the worst feeling on the planet. It truly is. He's chasing down his probe, that's fine. Overlord's going across the map. I mean, because you know he's going for shots expand, you know there's going to be no stalker. You can do whatever the hell you want with your Thors or your Overlords. Put them wherever you want. He's got one over here, one outside here. I mean, that's fine. That's completely fine. Now, this is the very key thing on this map, guys. GSL's Daybreak. Woo. Okay. On this map, a lot of Zerg players will lose their third base very, very quickly here. You have to spread your creeps from your natural. There's no way around it. You have to spread your creep from your natural. If you try and connect your creep from your main base to your natural, even if you hit every creep tumor timing and you creep tumor before injecting, it is still too risky. You have to connect your creep down here very, very fast. Do it from your natural as well as from your main. Get to that third base, or any form of 6, 7, 8 gate timing is just going to completely shit all over you. There's nothing you can do. Not a damn thing. You are just lost. You just lose. You just lose. You just lose, okay? Pylons getting placed in position. Nice little timing here from Parting. If you notice, he puts pylons everywhere. In case one of his forward pylons gets taken out, he still has one to fall back on. You need to start doing those Protoss players. But hey, this is Zerg Knight, man. So, Leonok does scout this, luckily, with his Overlord positioning. And this is a nice spot for this Overlord. He tries to go in for that pylon, but there are Zealots here. You need to be very active with your links. He's trying to find more pylons. These Overlord scouts, actually, these sentries here, will he get the surround he needs? And then, beautiful force fields. I mean, look how beautiful. But Parting is so damn good. Parting is like a freaking god, man. This guy is so good. I'm not reading a word Bugnish is saying, so he's talking to himself. Now, these roaches do take out this pylon. Now, this is a good thing. He does take out one of the pylons, but there are 2 more still here, which is a very smart play from Parting. Plenty of roaches here, though. Ling's on the way. These units do have +1. No upgrades just yet for Leonok. Unfortunately, he has not started speed or anything. He's missing injects as well, which is super huge. Can't afford to be doing that. Trying to send Lings around to do some form of counterattack. Roach is coming forward, going to try and do some aggression. This is what you need to do, except a little bit more at once. Right now, Leonok is very gas-starved. If we look at this point, he still has. This is very key to note. Leonok at the 9.5 minute mark is still only on 2 gas. No. This is very bad. You need your third gas around the 7.5 minute mark, and you need your 4th gas around the 8:15 minute mark. So the fact that Leonok is still on 2 gas means he won't be able to produce as much roaches. He won't be able to get upgrades. He's got the Slayer Tech, can't throw down an infestation pit. You need your you need your gas taken a lot quicker. This is very, very bad. When should you take your 5th and 6th gases? That's a good question. It depends on what build you're going, to be honest. If you're going for the Stefano Max Roach style, you don't need to take your 5th and 6th gas until you're about the 13-14 minute mark. If you're going a heavy Muta style, take it a little bit quicker. Lings do get into the main base here at 4 Leonok. He scouts everything. Goes, okay, Parting, I see what you're up to, man. I see. Parting has a very greedy style. Leonok probably knows this, so he should be expecting the third base to be taken very quickly, which is looking like what Party's going to do. There are actually these Overlords. Would like to see Lings come down here and try and scout the pylons down here. I mean, that would be very important. Always be active with speed things, guys. Even if you're going for a very Roach style, I hate you, Bugness. I hate you so much. Even with a very heavy Roach style, you need to have a handful of Lings like this one, scouting for pylons like this. Sniping proxy pylons is so huge. Does go for the Zoia tower. Will he scout that? Oh, that probe's hitting so well. Oh, too bad, guys. Roach is moving for a contract, trying to do third base. So you built all these Roaches to hold off Parting, and he falls back. So, I mean, why not be aggressive with them on the map? Now, we're going to talk about this again. I've talked about it a lot, because not enough people do it. How much are Roaches? they're 75-25. This is a difference between having map vision. Let's look at the map vision real quick. If these roaches weren't here, the map vision for Leenock would be this Overlord, these Lings, this Overlord, this Zelnaga Tower, and this Overlord. That is map vision. This is what he sees. Map presence is different. Now, Leenock having map presence and being aggressive are two different things. Map presence is Leenock's on the map, making sure no probes get out, there's no hidden bases taken, there's no sneaky warp prisms getting around or anything. Having your newts on the map to catch anything greedy going on, to catch anything, to spy on your opponent's movement. Say Parting's moving out right now, just because you have map presence doesn't mean you should engage in the Parting's army. Leenock scouts it super early because he has the map presence, then he can go back home, kind of try and delay the army as much as possible. There's a difference between map vision and map presence, and Leenock is having a lot of map presence right now, which is very, very smart. Again, with the map presence, being as presentable as possible. Applying aggression when he can, where he can, and that, okay. I'm gonna start timing out people if you don't quit doing the same chat, like the same color for chat as your name. That is obnoxious. Just because I don't know how to do it. Oh my god, quit! Quit it. Now, Leenock again having this map presence doesn't mean he actually needs to engage right here. What boogles? What boogles? Oh, slash me, okay. Now, Leenock getting a little bit greedy there, trying to just grab a couple units there. He should have known that he couldn't engage in this. Too many sentries. So he did throw away a handful of roaches. Now, the problem with this game is, I'm going to go ahead and kind of spoil it for you. Leenock is currently researching burrow movement, which allows roaches to burrow while moving, and what increases their health regen while burrowed by a shit ton. Just life regenerate increases their. I don't know how much it increases it by, so I can't give you an exact number. But Leenock never gets burrow the entire game. He never researches burrow, so a huge blunder there. So guys, you always need to be careful of these things, especially for visual cues. When you're going a mass marine style, you can tell if your marines have combat shield if they have the shield. You can tell if your roaches have roach burrow if they're glowing blue and all sparkly and shit. If you don't have burrow though, I mean, you just wasted that upgrade. And I mean, you shouldn't need burrow movement in every game, but you should have burrow in every game. Having a Ling burrowed out of base is huge. Having Lings burrowed randomly across the map is huge. Just gives you more map vision. So be careful about making blunders like this that Leenock just made. Or is in the process of making, rather. Well, then that would be a change for, what about Lings and stuff? They don't have burrow movement. Stalkers, or roaches coming forward. A lot of sentry energy here. And Parting is split very evenly. Leenock is going to try and find a place to poke. Don't know if he'll be able to. You know, I mean, this isn't really a threat. Leenock knows this. Most of his army is back home. He's just having a little map presence, forcing sentry energy to be used. This is always nice. Forcing, if you have small amounts of units that you know you can afford to throw away, he's forcing energy, so when this huge engagement comes, his sentry's gonna have less energy. Now, Parting has observers everywhere because he's freaking a genius. I love casting Parting. Parting is such a... God, he is so good. He is so good with his observers. But trying to do some aggression here. Again, as you can see, the difference between burrow movement roaches and non-burrowed is they glow the shininess. Trying to engage up here again. Leenock being super aggressive right now. 9 meters on the way as well, getting those upgrades. His creep spread isn't very fantastic. He's missing a lot of injects, as you can tell. He's building up energy on his queens. Upgrades. Now, the problem with going this style... Later, Maximix, good seeing you, buddy. He was watching my stream earlier, watching me fail on the ladder. Let's talk about the style from Leenock. It has its advantages. It's very aggressive. You can apply a lot of pressure to your opponent, but the problem is we're going to point out right now. We have Lings, which require melee upgrade. We have Roaches, which require ranged upgrades. And then we have, where the frick are they? Wherever the balls Meteos are, they have air upgrades. I don't know where his Meteos are. So that's 3 different type of upgrades that are required. And it's very hard to get 3-3. You will very rarely see a Zerg player going this kind of style, getting a fast 3-3. It's very, very rare. It's just way too much of an investment because they're upgrading all three. Usually the best way to go from this is you go into Broodlords, which require air upgrades and melee upgrades. And since you have the Roaches, you're getting the ranged upgrades. So for the late game, you still need all these kinds of upgrades. So it's such a gas investment, this type of build. And plus, you're already building Mutalisk, you're already building Broodlords, you're building Infestors, you're building Roaches. It's such a gas investment that you can't afford the upgrades. It's such a difficult build to pull off because when that Protoss gets 3-3, where every Protoss gets 3-3, it's very difficult to accomplish anything with. Now, Leonok is max. That's the very good thing about this build. And very abusive against someone who doesn't go for fast Colossus in this matchup. The Lings just do a lot of damage. But unfortunately, he's not upgrading them. Not paying attention, though. Got to be very careful losing a handful of Lings there. Mutas have finally joined the battle, floating in here. I'm not even reading chat because I don't like looking at the cut. I'm only reading the black. So 3rd degree, congratulations. Congratulations. I am reading what you're saying and no one else right now. Income tab guy, 75 to 61. He got very fast drone max. After he held up that first aggression, he felt the need of drone. He's already got this fourth base, mining gas here. Sees a hole to poke through. Now we're going to talk about this. Leonok, I think this is the time it happens. We're going to play it a little bit better. Okay, so this isn't the time. So we're going to ignore what I was just saying. We're going to ignore this. Alright, so here's what I was talking about. Leonok is going to go into the main base here and apply a lot of pressure. There's a good and a bad thing about this. If we look at the bank for Leonok, it's still only the 16-minute mark, so he's not going to have a big bank. Now, when you're engaging into the main base like this, the only units that should be able to get out are the Mutalisks. So when you commit to an attack like this isn't like a Doom Drop. A Doom Drop you can get away with sometimes if you're lucky. If like your opponent just sucks at sniping medevacs, you can get away. But with this kind of engagement, Epic Leonok is deciding, okay, I am throwing away all of my Roaches and Lings to do as much damage as possible. And we're going to look through his tech structures right now. And we're Leonok, what would we choose to kill? Now, the first thing we tried to kill was his Forge. Very important. Very important. Guys, keep that kind of discussion in the feedback thread. All discussion goes there. If you want to post something about it, post it there. Everything else needs to be positive. We support our casters here, no matter what. If you have something bad to say, any feedback, post in the feedback thread. Positive things here, though, guys. Positive. This is the Zoia show. We don't post rude things unless it's me shit-talking a player for sucking. So again, sniping that Forge, very huge, delaying those upgrades. RoboBay is a little bit out of position here, and with Parting's army on the way, that's a little bit out of range. So we're going to watch him go into this main base and see if he goes for the upgrades that, or the buildings we should see, that we want to see him go for. So we're scouting this real quick. Alright, scouting this. Not much here to snipe. Parting is very cut thin right now. The only thing really worthwhile scouting is the killing is the Temple of Archives, the Twilight Council, and the Nexus. So the most important thing to kill is the Temple of Archives. You know you're going Mutalisk. Alright, we're going Mutalisk. The Storms are going to do so much damage to them. Archons are going to be such a plus against this. Because keep in mind, guys, we are not... The style is very low on the upgrades. I know, Parting is so... Look at this, like, this pylon placement, man. This guy is so artsy-fartsy. But, again... We're going the style where Lings, Roaches, Muta, Broodlord, where you need all three of the upgrades, and as well as Infestors. You need all the upgrades. You need all of them. So, Archons with 3-3 are going to devour us because we're probably not going to have all the upgrades. So, slowing down the Temple Archives has so many different things that help. So many different important things. Gwyn is now one of our trial casters. He is going to be coming back. Guys, that's awesome. Now he goes for the Temple of Archives. That is smart. The next logical building here would be the Nexus. Killing off that Nexus delays mining. Here are these two simulators. I mean, like, even though the mineral packs are low, guys, the Nexus. I mean, you have to keep mining the gas. You have to have that gas mining. And also going for these sentries would be huge. These are very exposed sentries. He is microing his meters away, so trying to keep your eye on these roaches is hard. A lot of these infestors are falling if he was microing this a little bit better. And going for probes is nice too. And for the most part, he's just microing Mitos, going for more kills here. If you look at that Harvester kill tab, he's got 5 probes so far. He's making 42 more lings. He's already the Temple of Archives is being researched, and he already warped in 6 of those High Templar. Going for more probes here, really not doing as much damage as possible. But for the most part, with this building placement from parting, I mean, there was really not much we could apply. So let's look at that units lost tab, and we're gonna see if this was a good trade for Leonok. He killed the Temple of Archives. Yes, he delayed that forge. Was that a good trade though? Let's take a look at that units lost tab. Now, when parting has lost 4,100 resources and Leonok has lost 8,125, do you guys feel that was a good trade for Leonok? No. That was not a good trade. This is the Doom Drop equivalent for Zerg. The Doom Drop equivalent of Zerg. He killed a Forge and a Temple of Archives and lost a lot of his units. How many probes has parting Leonok killed? 12. Don't do this, Zergs. Do not do this. This is the equivalent of a Zerg drop or of a Doom Drop. Okay? This is not what you want to do. It's not really an awkward comp. It prepares you more for... It's just a very everywhere comp. It's hard for the Protoss player to predict when you have everything. Now, here's what I was talking about. Leonok's trying to get +1 melee attack. He has to have all 3 types of upgrades. It's just, you have to be everywhere for this. You almost rarely see someone get 3-3 with them. It's such a hard style. Zoia, what was the losses before the attack? That's a good question, David's account. Let's go back. Let's go back before that engagement. I can probably just raise this up. Okay, we went back a little too far. So we're going to go ×8. We're going to figure out when Leonok did his little goofy thing. Before he runs up there, we're going to see those losses. We're going to see those losses. That's a very good question, David's account. ×8, ×8, ×8, ×8, ×8, ×8, ×8, ×8, ×8, ×8, ×8. Okay, so we're getting close to that point. It's around this time. Okay, so this is the time where he goes for it. Alright. Units lost tab 3,525 to 1,425. So I'm gonna bust out the notepad so I can remember these numbers. So for parting it's 1,425. Leonok is 3,525. Okay, keep these numbers in mind. We're gonna go ×8 ×8 ×4 ×4 ×4 ×4 ×4 ×4. I hate you, Lower Shaft there. Engagement, 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 engagement. Okay, so now most of it's over. There's still meters here that might be lost, but so let's go back to that notepad. So we're gonna look at that's not it. That's not it again. That one's it. So 1,425 originally for parting. So he went to 3,925. 1,500 minerals lost for parting. 1,500 minerals, okay? Leonok went to 7,825. I gotta write that down better. 7,825. And that is 4,300. So 1,500 versus 4,300 difference after that engagement. When it was a 1,500 game. That is ridiculous. This is the equivalent of a Doom Drop, guys. How I tell you, never Doom Drop. Don't do it. It's bad. Every Terran player loses when they Doom Drop. Leonok now lost so much. He was ahead by 80 supply, and now he's even. And now he's lost a lot more resources than his opponent. Don't do it like that. Unless you have a clear advantage, and it's just like a handful of lings going for some buildings, and you catch them way out of position, it's, God, I'm not reading anything Google says, by the way. Like, I'm not even... Only people who type in black are what I'm reading. I can't fucking do it. Mito's doing more harassment, though. Let's go back to ×2, or normal speed. I don't know why I'm still on ×4. Mito's doing what they can, guys. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do with Mito's. Leonok trying to be very aggressive, and now Leonok is investing into Baneling. So, let's take a quick look at this. Before the gas we had to do, was Roaches, Mutalisk, Infestors, Broodlords. Now we're mixing in Banelings. So do you honestly think we're going to be getting a fast 3-3 here as Leonok? No. So the only way to play this style is to kill off a shitload of probes, snipe Nexus, do whatever you can, kill off the expensive units of the Protoss, which would be the Immortals, the High Templar, and the Sentries. He's just spending so much gas. That's it, Jabberwack. That is it. Mutalisk trying to pick off some sentries. Would like to see that. Leonok now down in supply, guys. He was ahead this entire time. Now down in supply. And he's remaxed now, building 27 roaches. But again, that gas is just perpetually going to be spent. He's not going to be able to get upgrades. He's got no upgrades on the way except for pathogen glands and hives. So let's take a quick look at the upgrades. Now, since Party did lose that Forge, he only has 2-1, 3-1 about to wrap up. He never went double Forge. Let's look at Leonok. He's got 1-0 on his air, 1-0 on his lings. Where are some roaches? We'll look at the queens. And 2-0. He's got no carapace upgrades. Which means when he gets to the Broodlord, which his late game composition is very Broodlord-centric, they're going to have 1-0 on his Broodlings and 1-0 on his Broodlords. Versus 3-3 Protoss. This is a very you can play this style, guys. You can play this style. It is very possible to play this style, and that's okay. But the problem is you have to trade better, and what Leonok did in that main base was not trading better. Let's again look at that units lost tab. 15,000 for Leonok, barely 10,000 for Party. This is not a very this is a very difficult style to play, especially since you didn't get the Roach Burrow. When do I get Antigua after this game, dummy? You're gonna have to wait, man. This game is a long one. This is a long, long game. So again, Greater Spire on the way, +2 melee attack for those Lings and Broodlings. 5 Corruptors on the way, as well as Greater Spire. That Nexus will fall 4 part. Oh, whoop! Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, wow. I forgot that this actually... So, again, not trading. Good night, Boognish. See you later, buddy. Love that guy. He's one of my admins, watches my shit all the time. So, now let's look at those numbers. From before, it was 15,000 to 10,000. Now it's 18,000 to 10,000. And Leonok didn't even kill the Nexus. The way this style works is you have to trade efficiently. You have to. You have to make the damage, like the loss that you're losing, worth it. You have to be lowering their Stalker numbers, lowering that Sentry number, lowering the Immortal numbers, sniping the actual Nexus. When you don't do this, you end up super far behind. Now supply, guys, 18,000 minerals lost, or resources lost for Leonok, 10,000 for Parting. In Parting, even though he's still only on 3 base, the only reason that Leonok is able to keep up with this is because he's been applying so much ridiculous pressure. He's been in the Parting space the entire time. Look, he's got 5 bases. All of them mining gas, minerals. I mean, he's got the economy to spend. And if he was not macroing this hard behind it, Parting would have devoured him by now. The fact that Leonok is just such a god and able to macro this hard is what's keeping him in the game. It is very, 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 very difficult to pull this off as Leonok, especially since he's not trading the way he should be. 4th base finally be taken by Parting, and if he gets this 4th base, I mean, there's going to be too much. It's going to be too much. Again, trying to snipe that Nexus. He knows how low it is, but Parting realizes this. He's got his Stalkers in position, ready to thwart these Mutalisks. 7 Broodlords on the way. Now, the cool thing about Leonok's style is he goes for the Mass Queens. He's already got 4 sitting here with almost full energy. He can actually use the transfusions. So that's going to help a lot. And that's the way you're supposed to play the style against Zerg, or against Protoss. But again, those upgrades. Let's look at the Broodlord upgrades. Let's clear me up. 1-0 with the Broodlords, 2-0 with the Broodlings. Against Parting, who has 3-1, 3 armor on the way. He's got plenty of Stalkers, the Micro, plenty of Sentries, Immortals. He's got a Stargate on the way. He's got High Templar now. He's still super behind Art. Just because he has these bases, he hasn't dwindled down this army. Parting is miles ahead at this point. I mean, he's got the upgrade advantage. He's lost nowhere near the amount of resources. He's finally able to secure a fourth base. If he was trading properly, there would be no way Parting could have this fourth base. There would be no way that Leonok is at 200 supply and Parting would be at 176. Just because you have these bases, no normal Zerg will have these bases. Only God Zergs are able to pull this off behind this. And this is the problem with this style on this map. We're going to look at this right now. Brood Lords are very slow. Queens are very slow. No, what aren't slow? Blink Stalkers. Blink Stalkers can be everywhere at once. So now Parting is going to abuse the immobility of Leonok's army by trying to trade and snipe bases. And if he had been trading efficiently, denying that third base, denying that fourth base, picking off as much units as possible, this type of play would not be possible. Now there are Banelings coming forward, good fungal growth there, making these Stalkers, most of them connect. Another aggression here going at that third base. And this forces Leonok to go home. Now look at that supply, 167 to 156. Stalkers doing more damage, doing what Stalkers do. Killing off these Queens is so huge. They will not be getting off the injects anymore. Really delaying Leonok's remaxing. And this is what Parting has to do at this point. He has to slow down that Protoss ball until he gets the Mothership out and gets the High Templar he needs. Surprisingly, Storms do very well against Brood Lords. It's really kind of shocking. Be careful though not to lose that, bro! Okay. So there goes one Storm doing a good amount of damage. Second Storm, I mean, look at these guys already in the yellow and orange. The Queens are so out of position, they will not be getting the transfusions off they need just yet. Again, Parting trying to abuse the mobility of his army versus the immobility of his army, but Leonok knows that. He's keeping most of his army back home, trying to be mobile with these, abusing the high ground, the air positions of this map to keep the Brood Lords, away from the Storms, away from Stalkers. That's what he's trying to do, but this is a massive map. This is a massive, massive map. He could try and engage this main base, but that's just a little too risky sending the loads. Catching these Queens is huge. This is why you want to focus on your creep spread. And as we talked about, as I mentioned towards the beginning of the replay, Leonok really wasn't spreading his creep. And as we saw, guys, the only aggression the entire game from Parting until recently was this original push at the third base. Since then, Leonok has been free to spread his creep, and he hasn't. And now he's suffering because of it. All his Queens got flanked. I don't believe he has any more over here, so no transfusions on these Brood Lords. He's in a lot of trouble. I wish we would see some Ultras drop rats, but only cats can pull it off. Now Parting is losing this fourth base. I mean, Brood Lords are still very scary without Queens. But again, we see Parting abusing the mobility of the Stalker count. He has 3-2. His opponent has 3 attack on the way, getting that +2 air, so he's starting to get those +2. But remember, these Brood Lords don't have carapace. So these 3 attack Stalkers, 3 attack sentries and the cannons and whatnot, they have so much additional damage to these Brood Lords because there's no carapace. Like, there's nothing he can do. The Brood Lords are just going to get devoured. Now, more Stalkers doing more damage. Just poking everywhere, sniping bases. This is what Parting needs to do. Now, I want to point out something to you guys. Leonok hasn't scouted this base up there. He does not know this base is here at all. Stalkers doing what they can. Lings coming up. Brood Lords or Broodlings are dying. Mothership about to wrap up with a Void Ray. That's what he needs to do. Another huge warp into Stalkers and High Templar hero. So at this point, guys, I'm going to go ahead and spoil it for you guys. It turned into a base race. Both players go for a race. Now keep in mind, Brood Lords are very slow. They only have 2-0 versus the 3-2 of Leonok, or of Parting. So Parting has the upgrade advantage for this base race. He's got the mobility advantage. The only advantage that Leonok really has is the fact that he's got Brood Lords. And, I mean, can you really call that an advantage at this point? They're 2-0. His Broodlings are about to be 3-0. I mean, they're just too slow. And he hasn't scouted the space. So we go to this point and we go, okay. No, like, this is the reason why Leonok's in a lot of trouble. This is just a standard you have to scout situation. That's it. We're going to go ×2. I mean, nothing really fantastic here happens. It just turns into a base race. Both players gunning for each other's, buildings, trying to, win. Parting, or Leonok does not realize there's this base up here. He thinks, he's on the verge of winning. Main base under siege, blah, 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 blah. Stalkers doing what stalkers do. They blink around, they shoot volleys of blue shit at people. That's what stalkers do. Good fungal growth there, trying to weaken these units as much as possible. High Templar is still here, which is going to be very important. Getting Archons in, you have the Mothership now. Key thing to note at this point, guys, Leonok does not have an Overseer. He cannot afford an Overseer. He can't afford one Overseer. He's got enough to afford one in an Overseer. The 50 minerals he can spend, but the problem is, he doesn't have a lair. No lair means no Overseer. And now it's like, okay, there's a base here, there's High Templar, but it's going to be an engagement in the middle of the map. So I'll slow it down for the engagement for you guys, because this engagement is fun. But I mean, at this point, with no Overseer and getting the feedbacks on the Infestors is huge. No Overseer, I mean, the Mothership wins. And then, ba-bam! Vortex. Archons warp in, Stalkers jump in, High Templar stay out. This is very important to watch, guys. If you're ever Archon toileting and you think it's going to be close, you want to win, you blink, you do this, or, okay, you should blink out first and then storm, but there's the well win from Leon. So, you just, let's look at the units lost stat. I mean, at this point, I mean, Leonok lost, so we obviously lost more resources, but for the most part, Leonok was very, very far ahead on the units lost. It was just ridiculous. He wasn't trading efficiently. Creep spread was very important there, as well as scouting. A lot of things that Leonok did very well. I mean, his macro was through the roof, hitting almost all of his injects, but he just wasn't able to make anything fancy of it. So, any questions, guys, about that game, or any question after every game, guys? We go into question time. So, ask anything about that game, anything about Zerg in general, or anything about StarCraft 2 in general. After each replay, we go to question time before the commercial. So, questions, questions, questions. Ask them damn questions. Anything about StarCraft 2 lower shaft hair. Opinion of Archon toilet? Meh. If you can get it off, it's cool. What's my sign? Cancer. What should Leonok have done instead of doom dropping? Applying the pressure like he was very good. Just keeping his opponent back home, keeping him on third base, trying to do damage is nice. Maybe if he would have went in, sniped the forward and tried to get out that way, or if he would have done a flank and tried to snipe the Nexus, doing what he did was fine, but when you went into that main base, it was too late. Just keeping his opponent contained while he got up 5 bases would have been smart. Getting those upgrades, because if he wouldn't have lost that huge army, he could have gotten 3-3. What's your favorite UMS of all time? What the hell's a UMS? No, everything was fine timing-wise. He just threw away too many units and couldn't get the upgrades he needed. Is the Archon totally what we saw at the end of the match? Yes. You get an Archon, you get a Vortex, you put Archons in it, and what happens when all the units come out is they're all stacked up, so the Archon splash does a shitload of damage. Oh, what is my, okay, use my setting. They're fun. I like playing some of those. I did play Brood War. I played Brood War a lot. I just never called them UMS. Yeah, Brood. The ones in StarCraft 2 suck. Some of them are fun, but for the most part, I hate the Blizzard UI and everything about it. Who's your favorite player to watch right now? Ooh, to watch, it has to be Parting. I love watching that guy. His PvT is so beautiful. I can't wait to watch. I believe Parting plays tonight. I believe tonight is Naniwal versus Oz and Parting versus no, it's Naniwal versus MVP, Parting versus Oz. Is there a way for a Zerg to counter toilets other than spreading? I'm spreading. I'm getting good corruptor flanks, infestors using their neural parasites. Very hard to do that. It's not really good. You just have to spread out well. That's really the best answer. Trying to get a neural is too hard. But spreading is really the best answer. No, Naniwal is going to win this GSL season, guys. Is that one base BC tech you did earlier fun? Your favorite rush? I think so. I love doing my one base battle cruiser all in. It's a lot of fun. And I win with it, as you guys saw earlier. I won a lot with it today. Will fungal the toilet do any good? No. The best thing to do is if you throw a bunch of infested Terran on their circle, it kind of throws off the AI with the Archon, so they won't immediately hit the units on top. They'll go for the infested Terran first initially, because there is a I think it's a second and a half or a half second delay where Archon, like anything coming out of the toilet, is invulnerable. So they'll go for the infested Terran instead, which gives you a couple seconds of leeway. So if you do have infestors outside, surround the thing with infested Terran. Everyone still hates Nanuel, but he's only 400 in GSL, so. Given the choice, who would you most like to co-cast with? Artosis. I would love to cast with Artosis one day. He's the idol. He's the caster I look up to the most. He's the style I try to mirror the most. I love his style. Or DJ Wheat. I feel the two of just because DJ Wheat or Husky. DJ Wheat, Husky are if they were color commentators, it would be those two. Just because I love the energy they bring. Tasteless would be fun and all, but I think I would dick around too much with Tasteless. I would just want to have fun with them while casting. DJ Wheat or Husky color commentator, but just as a caster or an analytical commentator, it's Artosis. I would like kill the cast with Artosis. He's awesome. Yeah, like I said, I look up to his style whenever I take notes. It's on his style. I try to emulate him as much as possible because Artosis is just fucking badass. Are you involved in any podcasts? No. We used to do one here on Playhem, but we stopped doing it. And I doubt I'm gonna start my own podcast. If I do, maybe I'd do I don't know. I don't have enough time for that. With the Zoia show, with casting and school and stuff, this is the only thing I can afford to do. So, if maybe there's one that I didn't have to run, I would join it, but no, not currently. That's going to be it for questions, guys. We're going to go to a quick 30-second commercial break. When we get back, we're going to go into Game 2. We're going to do a ZVT, guys. Alright guys, we're back from the commercial break. We're going to get into ZVP. Now if this is your guys' first time watching the Zoia show, all of the VODs for every single Zoia show go on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/StarCraft Squad. So if you ever miss any of the nights you want to see, like your night, the Zerg nights, you could go find them all, excuse me. Every Monday is Terra night, guys. Tuesdays are Zerg nights, Wednesdays are Protoss nights, and Thursday are Fam Game nights. This week, though, Thursday's night is going to be after Wednesday's show. We're going to be doing a double show tomorrow, Protoss, and then the Fam Game night. If you're interested in submitting your replays to me, so I will commentate them for you and show you why you suck at this game, submit your replays to StarCraftSquadReplays@gmail.com. You can find the VODs at StarCraftSquad@gmail.com as well. If you like me, I stream all the damn time. You can follow my stream, twitch.tv/StarCraftSquad. I think that's all the plugging I can do. We're getting into a TVZ here, guys. Spawning in the top left-hand corner as the Red Terran on GSL's Antigua Shipyard, we have Beyond Prime, previously known as Ghost King. Very, very good Zerg or Terran player. His opponent in the bottom right-hand corner of the map as the Blue Zerg, we have Bong Bong Prime. Which I should probably change his name from Zephyr to Bong Bong because I'll be calling him Bong Bong. There we go, that's better. So ZVT, guys, pretty fun matchup, I feel. Pretty fun matchup, I feel. We're going to be focusing on Bong Bong's portion of the game. I'm not going to be focusing on Beyond, unfortunately, because this is Zerg Night, guys. Where we're learning about how not to suck ass a Zerg. That is the goal of the Zerg Night, the Zergle Night. Scouting, scouting, scouting. That is what he's doing. Why is chat so quiet? They're just enthralled with this amazing, amazing ZVT that is about to begin. Whoops. Oh, yeah, I didn't need to minimize that. 2 queens on the way, speed on the way. We're going ×4 right now because nothing really happens just early. That is very true. That is very true. Queens on the way. Okay, so actually, I need to point this out because I forgot what happened in this replay for a moment. So, we're going to go back. So right now, we're about to see Bong Bong Prime. Yes. Yes, that is correct, completely correct, Drabowak. Now we're about to see Bong Bong Prime queue up a shitload of lings. And we're going to see if there's any cues he sees that makes him want to do this. Let's look at his vision real quick. He scouted 1 gas. We're going to wait until that moment to where we see the lings. So we see the lings queue up. So, no. He saw really no visual cues to this. He hasn't seen... Has he seen the expansion? He has not seen the expansion. He's only seen 1 of the gas. He has no visual cues. So this little ling aggression out of him with speed timing is just to see if his opponent's doing anything greedy. This is completely in the dark. Not the best way to play. If he catches his opponent off guard, yes, that's awesome. Most of the time, Terrans are going to have their expansion down here. But, for the most part, this is like for 100% of this is completely in the dark. Completely in the dark. Lings streaming across the map. How much damage will they do? ×4. Lings coming up here now. They just completely escape past the Hellions. And now this is a bad position for Beyond. Now Beyond does this badass little wall off where he tries to keep this bunker alive as much as possible with the engineering bay. He does lose that without getting cancelled. All the Lings have fallen. He's delaying mining time though, killing a bunch of SCVs, killing off a mule, killed off the bunker. Now going for that command center. Nice little position here for Beyond, having 2 on the low ground, one on the low ground, 2 on the high, so the ones on the low ground defend the one on the low, or ones on the high ground rather, defend the one on the low. Holy shit. That took forever to say. No, this is that TVPZ style that we were talking about earlier today in the daily, where you go for the Reactor Hellions into Fast Cloak. Very, very powerful style. Look at that Harvester's kill tap. Only 3 were killed. You just lost. Terran has lost a lot more resources though. And back home, Bong Bong is just droning up, getting more creams, starting that creep spread. I mean, doing everything he needs to. That was a pretty great block. When I first saw that for the first time, Shell, I jumped up and down. I was like, wow, Beyond's so good. And now again, Beyond is just queuing up 22 more lings. JSP, of course, trolling. Trolling. There is a queen moving across, or a bench moving across the map. Now, for the most part, let's look at the vision here. He's got pretty good vision, I have to say. His overlords are spread out in nice positions. This side of the map is very bare. This side of the map is very bare. As you can see, he's got no vision over here. It's the mini-map. It's this section right here. So we need to work on that. And that's the side the Banshee happens to be going through. So now he's completely in the dark to this Banshee. Would have been nice to have an Overlord or 2 there. He's trying to catch this creeps to that 3rd base. He's got so many lings here, man. He's going to catch these. Will he get all these? Oh, man. There's so many Hellions here. I don't know if he should be getting this. Bong Bong's going to lose. He didn't kill a single Hellion there and lost almost all his lings. That was very bad. That was very, very bad. So now he's going to try and do some double-pronged aggression. Hellions, Banshee. Now the Queens have seen the Banshee. Ugh, I'm getting tired. Getting tired. Now the Queen has seen the Banshees. He knows we're here. Hellions coming forward, gonna try and catch all of these drones. That's so smart, so smart, so smart. Hellions coming up, getting surrounded by their lings though, so not the best decision making there. And he didn't really panic. Bong Bong really didn't panic. If you look at the Harvester kill tab, Beyond just killed 11, which is a good amount, but this is the best way to handle this kind of aggression from a Terran player. You don't go, oh shit, I just lost a lot of drones, and then like you panic mode, you all in them. You just you build drones through it. You build drones through it. When you lose that many drones, 13, you go, okay, I just gotta remake them. And that's what he's doing. He's not panicking. He's already been building drones this entire time. He made very few lings, as you can see here, the leftovers. Not that much. He's just got plenty of drones here. Now here come the Lings trying to get whatever damage they can. We'd like to see a stop position on those SCVs, but going for these Hellions, that's nice. Gets up into the main base, just getting a little bit of scouting, see what's going on. Doing a lot of damage here. Scouts a double eBay. I mean, these Ling a counterattack here. I mean, he built them all. He had them. Why not send them in the base? He did a good amount of damage here. Look at the Harvester skill. Back up to 9, so it's pretty even right now, and he scouted everything. Back home, I mean, he's pretty safe against the Banshees. He does creep spread going. There he goes. He realized he got sneak attacked by that Banshee, so we spread his Overlords here. So let's go back to that vision now. Very, very important to spread your Banshees in this, or your Overlords in this matchup. He sees almost anything that can come at him, except for the middle of the map. He's got no map vision there. But he just lost all his links, so that's understandable. Very, very understandable. Income tab, guys, 64 to 46. He's just been building drones, guys. Building drones. That's all you gotta do. Build drones to the aggression. One Banshee is not gonna kill you off when you have that many queens and spores on the way. You don't need to panic. You don't go, oh shit, Banshee, let's build a Hydra Den. No. You build drones to her. Look at him, still building drones. This guy does not panic. He doesn't overreact to these Banshees. There are several of them on the field. He doesn't overreact. Now, the cool thing about Banshees now with this new style of Terran versus Zerg is it can deny creep spread. It contains your opponent, which is why I really like this style now. Good to see. Drone getting targeted down by this Banshee. Look, the Banshees are denying an advance base being taken. They're denying creep spread. The Banshees are doing what they should be doing, which is smart. So very, very smart. Income tab, guys, 75 to 55. No more drones. He can build Lings, he can build Banelings, he can build Mutas, he can do whatever the hell he wants. So he's getting Baneling speed, he's going Ling, Baneling, Muta. Pretty standard style here in TVZ. Been around forever. Getting those upgrades, Bong Bong, doing everything he should be at this time. This guy is so aggressive with these Lings. This guy is the most aggressive person I've seen with Lings ever. He just constantly builds a shitload and goes, okay, time to attack. But at this point, he can build these Lings. It's not like he needs more drones. He's already up to 75. Unfortunately, though, he didn't really accomplish much here. I would have liked to see him try and take out this base. He didn't really do much here. Going for these Marines. He gets one of them, I believe. Killed off 2 Marines there, so... Again, that creep spread being denied because there are these 2 Banshees here containing him. Scouting this, I mean, killing off that creep tumor, so now there's no active creep tumor here. But here come the Mutas, though. Mutas do pretty well against Banshees. Picks off that one. There's just still this one here. So now that he's got Mutas on the field, he can finally start, spreading his creep. It's 14-minute mark. He's been denied, from moving past this point to the 14-minute mark. That is huge. Mutas come in the main base, doing some harassment here. What do you scout? You see Marines coming forward. You click those Marines, you see 1-1 upgrades. So you're starting that 2 attack plus 1 missile air attack for the Mutas. Income tab 76 to 67. Needs to start working on that creep spread, guys. Creep spread's the most important aspect of this match. Still poking in now. He knows the kind of defense his opponent has. But no one has a perfect defense yet. No one will ever have it. Until Flash has been playing this game for a couple years, or maybe like a couple months, no one's going to have a perfect defense. There's always a hole in this base that you can poke. No turrets here. Go for these add-ons. That looks like just about it. You could swing around here, go for some depots. There's no perfect defense just yet. Yeah, 3rd degree is more than right, probably. A couple days. Okay, of course, turret's going to force it to fall back. Gonna go for it, but the stim forward does save it. Yeah, a week or 2. That sounds better. A week or 2 if Flash is sick. A couple days if he's, feeling pretty good. That's it. Creep spread finally started. He's going for this hidden 4th base up here. That's going to be so very nice. Income tab, guys, 74 to 84. Squeezing on a couple extra drones. Byun is doing everything he can. Has the Banelings, has 2 attack on the way. Only 1 carapace, so they're getting that air carapace as well. The only thing that's going wrong for Bong Bong right now is the fact that he hasn't really done any damage to the siege tank count. This siege tank count for Byun has not lost a single tank. He's very healthy. With Byun getting +2 attack and armor soon, he's going to be on 2-2. Yeah, 24 hours if he focuses. Yeah. For those of us that watch Brood War, I mean, we know how good the guy is. This is just, I can't wait to see it, man. I was reading all the updates as they were coming out for that OGN meeting. Engaging these Marines head on, losing 2 Mutalisks there, not the best trade. A lot of siege tanks here, bunkers here. I love this style. Very, very spread out. Does have this 4th base now. Do you have a favorite Brood War team? I was always a fan of CJ Entis because they had Idra on it. Whenever I watched Brood Lore, it was very casually. I was never a die-hard fan. Oh, but we have an engagement here. Let's go back. Gotta stop talking to you nerds while there's engagements going on. But I was a CJ Entis fan. And yes, the Flash has been playing StarCraft 2. It's been confirmed. I know, right? It's not like there's several of us out there, Shad. Now, here comes the engagement. Not getting the best Marine abandonment connects here. And the problem is, he engaged without his mutas. But like I said, I was a very casual, Brood War viewer. So, saying CJ was my favorite wasn't super powerful. Or like a super. It's like someone going, LOL, Team Liquid's my favorite because I go to teamliquid.net all the time. Don't get me wrong, Team Liquid's awesome, but it's very generic. Very generic. Now, again, he didn't engage with his mutas. That might have changed the tide of the battle. Having a good flank there, doing some form of aggression with the mutalisk. Stepping forward, getting more and more. He's gonna play. Flash is gonna be playing StarCraft 2. Keep in mind, guys, Flash is still very young. There's a drop in the main base being annoying. He's still got several. He's not. Flash is not like a boxer. Everyone talks about him like a god, well, because he is a god, but he's still very young. I believe he's like not even 21 yet. He's not a boxer where it's like, yeah, this guy, he's good still, but he's going to be retiring soon. Like Yellow, who's retired. It's not like that. It's not like that. And now Beyond's just all over the place. He's losing all his creep spread. Fortunately, though, the Bong Bong still has a space up here. Commands Ling's a lot more. It's the 19-minute mark, though, and he's just now starting that Greater Spire. Unfortunately. Just now starting that Greater Spire. And he let his opponent, he lost his map control, which let the opponent get this, like on TCOM Shipyard, it's very hard to gain a good foothold as Zerg when your opponent has this. At this point, as a Zerg player, you need to abuse the mobility of your Mutalisk. Attack this main base. 2 very exposed starports right here. Attack this 3rd base. Very exposed CC right here. Most of the army from Beyond is out here now. You need to be swinging around. Going over here and trying to pick off SCVs is cool, but you could also be wreaking havoc in this base. I feel that he stopped committing to the mutas a little too quickly. Yeah, Flash is still very young. Like, he's got plenty of pro gamer time left in him. And even then, look at Nesty. The guy's like 100 years old. He's still dominating people. So, Sim forward from Beyond. Brood Lords have been seen. Now, this is like the problem with Beyond with Bong Bong. Not abusing the advantage you have. Let's take a look at the upgrades right now. 1-0 for Brood Lords. Vikings have 0-0, so you have an upgrade. You have advantage there. Lings 2-2. Marines, what are they? Marines are 3-3, so you're down there. So the only advantage you have was the mobility of these mutas. I believe he committed something just a little too quickly, the Brood Lords. He lost too many of these mutalisks. He would have still had about 16, 17. Just a couple more, he could be wreaking havoc. Right now, he's just kind of like, okay, now I'm contained. What do I do? He lost his map control. The cool thing about an Antigua, no matter where you are, say you're right here, there are 3 real ways to engage from. Say you're right here. 2 real ways, and kind of a 3rd way to engage from. With Mutalisks, there's always an additional way. Everywhere you can engage them from, there's multiple ways to engage, and, I mean, Beyond, or Bong Bong didn't really abuse that. And now it's kind of like, well, now I'm screwed. That is true, 3rd degree, that is true. We're going to go ×2, I mean, it gets pretty bloody from here. Again, Bong Bong not abusing the mobility of his units, just losing lots of them, throwing away Mutalisk, Corruptors, trying to do what he can. waiting for 3-3 to finish. He has to wait for 3-3. Yeah. For those of you who don't realize, I mean, everyone talks about Flash like he's a god like Nessie, which he's a bigger god than Nessie. The thing is, he's still very young. A lot of StarCraft 2 fans who never knew Flash don't realize how young he is. More Broodlords coming forward, Corruptors coming forward, trying to do what they can, but I mean, at this point, the Zerg player has lost his foothold. You can't afford to do that on Antigua Shipyard. Just that first engagement he did just wasn't enough. At this point, we're going to see that he's going to try, but he's lost too much of his supply. He was maxed, and now he's down to 171, and 3-3 is about to finish. So we're just about to have 3-3. That's when you want to engage. Timing attack, guys. That's what a timing attack is. You attack as 3-3 finishes. That is what you want to do. Broodlord's coming forward, trying to do what they can. You should have been watching yesterday, JSP. Yesterday was Terran Night. So if you're at this point as Zerg, you need to be doing what I said. Abusing the one advantage you have. Terran has to keep this foothold. If Terran loses the center, he loses his 4th base. He loses all of his siege tanks. He cannot afford to not be defending right here. So what do? You take your mobile Mutalisk, and you attack that main base. You try and find ways to pull him back. You get him to fall back with a good flock of 20 Mutalisks with upgrades to pull back everything. And you regain the middle foothold. That is what you have to do. You have to. He has one advantage. It's the mobility of the Mutalisk, and he did not abuse it. So now he's getting stuck. A horrible, horrible engagement. Siege tanks are doing so much damage. I mean, the 3-3 is helping a lot, but it's 3-0 versus 3-3. So he's starting to clean it up, but the Broodlords are taking so much damage. More Marines stemming forward. 42 lanes on the way, but with these only 2 Broodlords left. 42 lanes on the way, but looks like Beyond's going to hold. Supply plummeting for Zephyr. And, I mean, at this point, Bong Bong is obviously going to lose 162 supply to 115. The Terran player knows this base is up here finally, going to catch these 2 queens off guard, so now it's like the one advantage. The reason that Bong Bong was in this game so long is because he had this hidden base. The fact that Beyond didn't scout for so long is what kept him alive. So now he's got a shitload of Marines up here. He's regained most of the control he had in the middle of the base. Zoia could even mix 3 to 5 Ultra Skin and attack with everything with multiple sides to blow up the center. The problem with, even without the Ultrask, if Beyond or Bong Bong would have waited for 3-3 to finish before losing 40 supply, I think he could have reclaimed the middle. Having the Ultras in there would have been nice as well, because he does have the bank. He's had this hidden 4th the entire time. So yes, the problem was he just kept trying to push his opponent back with a couple Broodlords instead of waiting for 3-3 and doing that massive engagement like he should have. He just lost too many units. He got too impatient. You're supposed to delay the Terran with your mobility of the Mutalisk while you wait for that 3-3 to finish, and then you hit the timing attack. So Ultras would have been helpful if he was maxed when he went for that engagement. But if he was maxed, he didn't even need the Ultras then. The Ultras would have been a plus there, 3 to 5 of them. But he just lost too many units at this point. He just didn't have enough sheer power. As you saw there, it looked like Bong Bong was getting close to kind of cleaning that up during that engagement. He got very, very close. Yep, that's the huge problem from Bong Bong. I mean, there is a reason why it's called a timing attack. You hit the max 3-3 and you push. That's why you see every Protoss player in Zerg do it. They're 200, 3-3 finishes, A-click. That's what you got to do. Unfortunately, he A-clicked a few too many times before he hit 3-3, losing a handful of Mutalisk. He lost all his Mutalisk really quickly. Even though, I mean, if Terran secured the middle, which is huge, but he could have taken it back. Fanfia is a badass, that is true Irish stud. But at this point, 186 supply to 114, taking up his 4th base again. Ling's trying to come up here, but, I mean, Beyond's won at this point. Congrats, Ares. Good job, bud. And that's it. So, I mean, he just didn't abuse the advantage he had. When you have one distinct advantage, guys, you exploit that shit until you kill it. That is the way you should do it. He had one advantage, and he didn't use it. Any questions, guys? Any questions? This is question time. Ask your questions in chat. Ask your questions in chat. After each replay for the Zoia show, I allow you to ask questions about the replay, about StarCraft 2 in general. What's your favorite matchup to watch, play, cast? Favorite matchup to watch is ZVP. Favorite matchup to cast is TVP, and favorite matchup to play is TVP. Can you cast with me? Probably not. Your name is weird, and I don't want to say that ever. Cruxus. Zoia is an information goldmine. I love this shop. I love you too, man. Thank you. Or I love the show. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Related to the game, but I asked last week about 27 probes is a good number for Protoss and one base ball all in. Oh yeah, I never figured that out. It's just I never looked that up. I just think it's the saturation is nice. Oh, is that the one base one, right? Or is that the two base all, one base all in? 27 probes. I don't know, buddy. I mean, I don't know. That's just a number they always seem to stop at around there. I wasn't able to figure that out, and I forgot to look it up. I'm writing it down right now, though, David's account, and I'll figure it out by the next time I see you, hopefully. Good question. I can't believe I forgot that. Good question. Let's see. As a Terran player, when should I take my first Expo versus all three matchups? Depends on what build you're going. Gases expand, you take it as fast as you can. You get 2 Marines, a couple constantly build SCVs, you hit it as soon as you hit 400 minerals. If you're going for some form of gas build or a pressure build or tech build, the best way to play is to expand every 5 to 6 minutes. Every 5 to 6 minutes. How important is creep spread when using the Ling Infestor styles compared to Ling Bane, Ling Muta? It doesn't matter what style you play. A creep spread is the most important thing in the game as a Zerg player, in my opinion, aside from injecting. But it is actually, in my opinion, more important when you're going Ling Infestor style than it is for Ling Bane. You're saying it would be less vital as Ling Infestor, but I feel it's more important. You are holding off every drop, any form of aggression, any form of counter push with just Lings and Infestor. Infestors are very slow units. You have to have the creep spread. So if anything, I feel it's more vital. But you should always focus on creep spread. With Ling Bane, Ling Muta, your Muta's able to snipe drops. You're able to see everything with you just grab everything. So you're able to stop drops with that. But with the Infestors, you have to have your Infestors everywhere at all of your bases fast if you want to defend it. And then usually with Ling Infestor, you transition into Ultras. And since you're doing such a heavy ground mix, having the extra unit speed as a Zerg player is, of course, always helpful. So if anything, it's more vital. I have a theory, not sure why, but I think if you leave 2 probes close on mineral patches on 3 farther ones, maybe that's it. I don't know. I don't know David's account. It's a weird number. I'll have to ask a Protoss player, because I don't play Protoss enough to where I know that refined of an idea. But, yeah. Stefano style is very great. I love Stefano style. It's very powerful. In Terran versus Terran versus Zerg versus We're going to go to a quick commercial break, guys. When we get back, we'll be back to the final replay of the Zoia show. If this is your guys' first time tuning in, the show happens every Monday through Thursday night after the North American Play 'em Daily. After Mondays, it is Terran night. Tuesdays is Zerg night, which is tonight. Wednesdays is Protoss night, and Thursdays is fan replay night. Tomorrow's show is going to be a double show because I can't do my Thursday show. I'm going to the midnight showing of the Avengers, so Thursday's show is going to be tomorrow after the Protoss episode. If you're interested in submitting me your replays, guys, send your replays to StarCraftSquadReplays@gmail.com, and I will try my best to get through as many replays as possible tomorrow night, depending on how tired I am. If you're interested in VODs, guys, You can go to youtube.com/StarcraftSquad. You can find all the VODs there. If you like me personally, go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/StarcraftSquad. Jabberwack posting the stuff in chat right now. I stream all the time. I just recently got demoted to Master League because of inactivity on my main account, trying to get back into it. I play all 3 races, Master League level. I do coaching, commentary on my stream, so if you want to learn more as well, you can go to my personal stream as well. Jabberwack should have the link there. We're going to go commercial break. When we get back, guys, last replay of the night, ZVZ. Welcome back from the commercial break, guys. I am Zoya. You are watching the Zoya Show, the show where I teach you to try and be not shitty at this game. The reason I'm doing this show is because there's only one rule show out there that has consistency that you can watch to learn, and that's the Day 9 Daily. And don't get me wrong, the Day 9 Daily is awesome. I still watch it even though I'm Master League in all 3 races. I never think I'll ever be considered a Day 9 Daily, but I feel there should be some other show. And the nice timing of this show is it happens after, it happens before GSL. Only thing going on right now, so it's something to watch. Something to watch while you guys wait for that. Getting the last replay of the night before fan games, guys. At the end of each show, I play a custom game with you guys because, come on, fan interaction is awesome. So always be prepared for that. If you're interested in fan games, it'll be on the North American server. You enjoy channel Playhem Fun, one word. Watch it there. Again, this show's Monday through Thursday night. I am Zoya. I love all of you. Watch my stream. Follow me there because I stream all the damn time. As well as this stream. Follow this stream and you'll see this. So, spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, Antigua Shipyard, we have Nesty, and his opponent is Millennium Stefano in the bottom left-hand corner. We're going to be focusing on this replay. We're going to be focusing on Stefano. And we're going to figure out what he can do differently, what he can do better, what he should always do against Nesty, to figure out, what's the best way to play ZVZ in this position. It's a nice little fun game here. It's not too long. The other 2 games are kind of long and epic. This one is a little bit shorter. I believe it's like an 18-minute replay. We're gonna keep an eye on Stefano. So he's going for a very normal style gas. His opponent Nesty doing a 10 pull. I mean, come on, Nesty always does crazy builds like this. Nesty is a Zerg god. Because of his forced cross positions, you can scout your opponent very fast. It's not necessary to send a drone across the map, but it does help. It's still kind of early to send that drone. Pull on the way for Stefano. Now, this kind of pull here from Nesty, guys, isn't super all-in. What the point of the 10 pull is if he goes hatch first, you either force the cancel on the hatch or you do a shitload of damage. But when you go for a safe pull first build, I mean, Stefano's going to be fine. If he scouts this. Is he going to scout it? Okay, he scouts it now. Oh man, that Overlord popped out at the perfect time. So, cancelled by Nesty. Gets out of there. Lings coming across the map. They have been scouted by Stefano. He's got the Queen. He's got the Lings to defend. I mean, he should be able to defend with just drones. Lings being annoying, of course. Drones being pulled. Queen pops out. So now Nesty's forced back. He only built 6 Lings, though, so he didn't overcommit in the slightest. Yeah, Nesty got banned from Team Liquid. I forgot exactly why. I didn't really care enough to read. Drama like that doesn't entertain me. I'm here for the games, man. I'm here to see 6 StarCraft 2. The cool thing I want to point out about both players is they both spread their creep this game, which I think is so awesome. the fact that Zerg players are starting to be like, okay, I think I can get away with this. It's going to help me, you know, with my superior micro, it's going to help me out. I think that when he engages me with his banelings, he's not going to be used to playing on a creep like this. Yeah, it's a very nice little open there. It's meant to punish past first David's account. Either forces a cancel or kills a bunch of stuff. And even if his opponent doesn't do a fast pull, you're still in an okay position. Look at that income tab, guys. They're both even on drones. So the 10 pull, he didn't really fall behind. Didn't really fall behind. Who the hell is this guy? I'm Zoia, and this is my show. I'm fast forwarding it because I do what I want on my show. Income tab 34 to 31. Both players droning up. Both players not going for that like very aggressive Baneling versus Baneling style. Both going for the fast roaches. And this is where we're going to slow it down. This is where we go, okay. We're going to see what Stefano can do from this point out. He started his creep spread. Look how far he's spreading out. Nesty's doing the same. I love this so much. Oh, we're still on Team Liquid? I thought someone took it down. Someone told me. Usually people take it down, but I guess not. So we're going to pause real quick. I'm going to take it off of Team Liquid, just so the admins don't get upset. Stream, play him TV, and offline. There we go. So we are no longer on Team Liquid under the Play Him Daily. Hopefully one day the show will be having its own show. Or its own little slot on Team Liquid, but that's fine. Should be down now. So the creep spread is so cool. I love this decision. When both players realize they're going to go for roaches. So fine, Eris, you found me now. You know. You know I'm here. You know I'm here. So now you don't have to worry about it. Every Monday through Thursday night. I also cast the dailies. I believe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights, Wednesday mornings. Tomorrow I'm going to be casting all day. Tomorrow's going to be ridiculous. I cast the EU daily from 10 a.m. my time to about 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then I cast the NA daily, which starts at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, all the way to the Zoia show, which the Zoia show is going to be a double episode tomorrow night, which I'm probably going to be casting until like 1, 2 in the morning. Tomorrow's going to be fun for me. My voice is going to be completely dissolved by the time the night's over. So the creep spread's awesome. It allows you... Now, the creep spread... Let's talk about the creep spread on this map real quick, guys. When you're going for this very fast third base... Awesome, Aries. You get to watch Play MTV all day, get to see me all day. Sweet. So the cool thing about this map is when you're spreading your creep, you can put your spine collar wall here and defend your third base very, very easily. With the creep spread, you can reinforce it faster. Nesty trying to do the same thing. I love this play from Nesty, or from both players. I love it. On this map specifically. On all maps, it might not be the best decision, but on this map specifically, the creep spread is so smart. Let's look at those upgrades. 1-0 has finished for Stefano. Nesty has 0-0-1-0 on the way. Neither player started layer just yet. Third base going for both players as well, so they're on pretty even footing. If we look at the units lost tab, they're very even. Stefano's lost 225 resources, Nesty 237, 12 resource difference. Income tab, guys, 46 to 39. So actually, Nesty's up 5 harvesters, which is pretty huge in this matchup. We're gonna see how that plays in favor for Nesty. If you look at that units tab, guys, it's 10 roaches versus 10 roaches. 4 banelings for Stefano, none for Nesty. Now, Stefano trying to do a little lean run by. Could have tried to cancel that, but he saw the roaches. Didn't want to throw away his lanes when he knows he's about to do some aggression. Very smart to pull back there. In some situations, you could say he could go for it, but not in this one. Now, there's always one problem with being the aggressor in ZVZ. The person you're attacking, 9 times out of 10 when you're being the aggressor, they're going to have a huge defender's advantage. Which means Nesty is going to be reinforcing from here, this short distance, while Stefano has to reinforce all the way across the map. So that creep spread helps, but Nesty has defender advantage, which also points to Queens having transfusions, as well as spine crawlers. So it's always hard to be the aggressor in ZVZ. Unless you have a clear, distinct advantage, it's very hard to attack into opponent. But looks like Stefano says, screw it, gonna go for it, trying to shave off a couple of these roaches here. Needs to be careful not to engage too close into these spine crawlers. Now the queens are going to be so huge here. Will he lose that one? Losing that one is huge. Just get a transfusion off of one of the roaches before it dies. Now this is where the spine crawlers come into a huge huge advantage. I don't look like Steve Urkel. You're stupid. I'm fat. Steve Urkel was like a tall, lanky kid. And he was black. Not black. So, I mean, no, Nesty defended fairly easily. But look at the units lost tab. It's still fairly even. Wow. The 12 resource difference is still the same. That is, like, hilariously ironic. Yeah, well, I'm gonna open that from JSP. Maybe try and make that face. But again, the defender's advantage helped out Nesty there, able to push back his opponent. We look at income tab, 44 to 47, so Stefano's in the lead now. So not overall a bad trade. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Tedros just popping for Nesty. Or drones popping, so both players droning up pretty hard. Nesty's got a nice drone advantage. Both players traded pretty well. God damn it. Why did he post that? Oh shit. So, the advantage that Stefano has, he's got roach speed a lot quicker. Got +2/+1 on the way. His opponent does not have roach speed on the way. Has only +1 armor on the way. So he's getting an upgrade advantage, which is which is nice. Roach is streaming across the map for Nesty. He's having map presence, which is nice. Not just map. God fucking damn it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I hate this game. Oh, I can't wait to watch the VOD. Oh fuck, we got a ZBZ to cast, guys. I got some teaching to do. And your fucking Steve Urkel's pissing me off. So, Overlord gonna die for Stefano, unfortunately. He sends Overlords across the map when he was reinforcing. You gotta always be careful of that. It's a huge problem that all Zergs have, even the gods like Stefano. Both players spreading the creep, man. They're spreading it far. I love this. I love seeing people trying to do this. I gotta stop reading chat, because you guys are talking about it. Oh, fuck. Now, the reason I like this replay, the reason I picked it, is because both players are spreading out their creep so very much. They're spreading out their creep so much, and you never see this in ZBZ, and they're both doing it. Sometimes one player will spread their creep, but the fact that both are doing it, not just a couple inches, like to their naturals or the third, they're spreading it like having presence on the map. This is so awesome. I love this so much. My cheeks started from trying to hold back that laugh. So it's 1-1 versus 1-0. Stefano not waiting for his upgrades to finish. Oh wait, no, I got these backwards. So Nesty has the upgrade advantage. Okay, so I was incorrect from before, saying that I thought Stefano was getting upgraded. I mixed up the mixed up the colors. Nesty has 1-1 with 2-0 about to finish. Nesty's getting Hydras and speed. Did Stefano get speed yet? Yeah, okay. So I wasn't wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about. I lost all train of thought whenever that laughing went on. Both players maxing. The thing is, though, that if we look at the units tab, is Stefano's got pure roaches, less drones. The fact is, though, Nesty's mixing in roaches, mixing in hydras. It's cool going roaches for a long time, but to have nothing to support them in ZBZ, you need infestors or hydras. You have to have them. They're good for trading for like armies and stuff, but now nice little bait there by Nesty or Stefano. He's sending roaches into the mace base, gonna try and do some harassment, go for some probes, some drones. Scouts the Hydra den. Would like to see him go for. He just burrow though, so that reinforces an overseer. Some nice little burrow play. Going for this third base again. Looking like he's gonna win here. It's 2-1 versus 1-1. With the reinforcing roaches from both players. Oh, this could go both ways. Hydras are gonna help out so much though. Unburying, going for those queens again. So being very multitask orientated here by Stefano. Forcing his its bat. And it's always nice whenever you're going for this pure roach style, guys. You cannot win with just pure roach in a straight up battle. You have to have a multitasking, multi-pronged oriented attack. You have to be doing both at once. Very, very important. It's got roaches burrowing in the main base. All the ones in natural got cleaned up, so he's poking that third again. But again, that defender's advantage, guys, so very important here. More roaches and lings here. Now that's the problem, where Stefano, let's look how many harvesters he killed. 15, that's huge. Income tab, he evened it up. The problem is, though, he didn't do enough damage. Now he's on this pure roach ling style. Now he's going up against roach hydra. And the splash of hydra, just the pinch of it, is going to add so much to this. We're going to see here, defender's advantage still in Nesty's favor. Ling's trying to get a nice little run by. Stefano trying to be everywhere at once, using his macro god abilities to catch his opponent off guard. Queens were rebuilt, going into the main base. There are overseers here now, though. Oh, that sucked. Attacking that third base again. Nesty being overwhelmed. This is how you have to play this kind of style, guys. I don't own suspenders. If I did, I promised I would, but because I've worn like Darth Vader outfits and shit on stream before. I don't give a shit, but I don't own suspenders, unfortunately. And now Stefano just kind of like is in a really powerful position, but the problem is, let's look at that units tab. Stefano has 25 roaches back home, and Nesty has 31 and 10 hydras. So now, even though Stefano just did a shitload of damage, look how many harvesters he's killed, 62! Will he be able to hold? That's going to be the problem. If he can hold here, he's nice. He's still able to produce units. He's got 166 supply to 133. It's all going to come down to his final engagement. And Nesty and Stefano should be fine. As you can see here, he's got pure roach. He's got 2-2 versus 1-2. Getting a beautiful flank here. Will it be enough, though? The hydras are going to add so much to the DPS to this, but with just the sheer numbers and the concave, it's looking like Stefano should overwhelm this. And we're going to be seeing Nesty GG out. Or will we? Yeah, we're going to see this soon. 17 roaches about to pop for Stefano. All the roaches have fallen for Nesty. 78 supply to 126. Looking like Nesty might hold for a second, but with these reinforcing numbers from Stefano. Income tab, guys, 24 drones versus 64. I think Stefano won. Roaches and hydras coming up on the flank. And at this point, Nesty loses. 72 supply to 138. And there's a GG. So, Stefano went for a very risky style. Nesty went for a standard one. Roach Hydra, Roach Infestor, whichever one you want to do. If you're going to have roaches, you need something to complement them. Unless you play like this. And the reason I picked this replay is to highlight Stefano's style. Using the burrow, didn't really have burrow movement, but he did multi-prong attacks, split up his armies, and did enough damage. Now, you have to be very careful with this style, though, because if you don't do enough damage, Stefano was kind of risky there for a moment. That counterattack from Nesty was very scary. Unfortunately, though, he did do enough damage. You have to be very careful with the style. It's very, very risky going the pure roach. But as you can see, you're able to produce a lot more. You're able to trade a lot more units. And if you can come out on top, I mean, it works out well. And it's a very fun ZBZ style. If you can avoid the Ling Baneling engagements, it's always nice to do that. Always very, very nice. Well, this has been episode, I believe, 6 of the Zoia show. For those of you who watched months ago when we were doing it every night, that was just the beta. We were testing out the show, figuring out what we wanted to do on it, if we could afford to do it every night. But now we're on a schedule Monday through Thursday. So if you're new to the show, thanks for watching. We go live every Monday through Thursday night after the North American Playham Daily. It doesn't have a time to start just yet. Maybe if we go for like an actual schedule on Team Liquid, we'll set a time for like 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. or like 9:30 or something. But it changes due to the daily. But that being said, this is the Zerg night. Tomorrow is Protoss and Fan Game night. If you want to submit your fan replay, send them to StarcraftSquadReplays@gmail.com. If you like me, follow me here on Playhem TV. I'm like one of our casters. I cast all the night. Mondays is Terran night, so you missed yesterday. But the VOD is not up on YouTube yet. It should be up tonight. Jabberwock posting in chat, though. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/StarcraftSquad. Master League player. I stream all the damn time. You guys can see me commentate while I play. I do a lot of teaching there. I stream my coaching there. Actually, after this show, I'm going to go to my stream and be coaching someone, so you guys can watch that there. Please tune in for tomorrow's show. For the people who are just not watching, I'm glad you like the show. Spread the word about it. Trying to get it out there. Like I said, I'm trying to make this the next show, kind of like the little brother to Day 9. But I'm glad you guys liked it. For the new people, hope to see you tomorrow. Again, I'm going to be on my channel if you guys want to watch me there. But remember, Monday through Thursday nights, the Zoia Show, VODs on YouTube. We're going to go to commercial break, guys, and we're going to do some fan games. So if you want to play with me on the North American server, we're going to be playing a quick round of fan games. So NA server, guys, go to channel Playhem Fun, one word. I'll type it in chat. Playhem Fun. I believe he's a Terran player. JSP, which is nice for you. Yes. NA server, guys. Channel is Playhem Fun, one word. Join that channel. After the commercial break, we're going to go into a quick fan game. After that, I'm going to bring down the server. I'm going to go over to my channel to coach the guy. So thanks for guys watching the show, for the new viewers and repeat viewers. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. But the show's not over. No, we're still doing fan games. So yeah, commercials. Bye. Welcome back from the commercial break, guys. If you want to play fan games with us, join the North American server. I'll invite all the first people to get in. We're going to play a quick game of Photon Disc. Going to wait about 2 more minutes. Yeah, the Playhem website can be frustrating to navigate. I can agree with that sometimes. Yeah. Unfortunate there. Warning to X23. Again, guys, I will be streaming on my personal channel after this. Twitch.tv/StarcraftSquad. I'll be doing some lessons there, as well as me laddering tonight. You guys can see me try and get out of my film. I was demoted to Diamond on my main account due to inactivity. I've been playing on the EU and the Korean server a lot recently. And when I did my ladder game this season, I got demoted. Even though I won, which was kind of sad, but what are you going to do? Waiting a couple more minutes before we go. We have room for 3 more people, so either 3 more people or like a minute and a half. Hopefully I took us off of Team Liquid. I think it still shows us live. Okay, we are still live on Team Liquid. I need to take that down. I thought I took it down, but it didn't go down. Stream being very annoying. Offline. Save changes. That should fix it. Waiting 30 more seconds, and then we're going. We're gonna go now. This game's pretty fun. Unfortunately, Tempest joined like 1 second too late. My guy keeps like disconnecting or something. I don't know. I tried inviting him twice. This game's pretty fun. It's like the Tron game where you throw disc at people and stuff. Yeah, it's rough getting back into the game. I've actually was playing Zerg for like a last month and a half. I was thinking about race changing, but now I'm just not getting back into Terran. And due to the inactivity as well as not playing Terran, I'm pretty rusty. Guess we're playing Team Deathmatch. 3v3, that's fine. But yeah, so you guys get to see me fumble around with Terran. I should be back in the Masters within a day or two, though. Just having the knowledge that I have really just gives me a nice benefit. I just got to get back that muscle memory. The muscle memory is very, very key. Boognish says hello, stream. Oh, frequency taking me out there, bastard. But yeah, the main problem was I was trying to switch to Zerg for like a month and a half, and then I just gave up on that. Oh, I ran right into that. Of course, I'm on the team without 3rd degree, so I'm probably gonna lose. And these guys keep killing me as I spawn. It's called Photon Disc. It's pretty fun. I like playing it. It's my favorite custom game. I play this on all my fan games now. Oh god damn it! I flew right into that one. I was starting to make a comeback for our team, but I just shit all over the bed that time. I am owning it up right now. Photon Disc, plural. Oh, he got me there. Yes, I do have a dual monitor. I would not be able to stream the Zoia show without it. It's too difficult to fucking stream without dual monitor. Oh shit! Oh, well played, 3rd degree. Well played. This is what I look like. Sometimes I use my my webcam when I stream. Sometimes I don't. Depends on how lazy I am. Oh, well played there. Dual monitor is like after getting dual monitor, I don't think I can go back. It is just. Oh, well played there. Like dual monitor is just such a huge part of my life right now. It's just living without it would be like living without a toilet. That shit every day. Oh, you bastard! Oh, lucky them. Oh, bastard, flank me. Yeah, it helps with schoolwork all the time. The best part about having dual monitors is when I'm doing homework, and I can watch a stream. That's really the main reason I love dual monitors. So I can watch a stream while like typing up a paper or something. That's the best part about having dual monitors. So our team's 33, their team's 42. Unfortunately, one of the guys on our team was really bad. I think it's his first time playing. He seemed to struggle at the start. He's getting a hang of it though, which is good. That always spawns right when they need them to. Holy shit. Yeah, it reminds me of Tron. That's really cool. I think that's what it's based off of. Shit! Oh, bastard killed me. I don't know what the score limit is for Team Deathmatch. It's my first time doing Team Deathmatch. I usually only play FFA. I like FFA a lot more. Oh, we took each other out. Oh, well. Oh, their team won. Well, guys, this will bring an end to the Zoia show. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow night will be the double episode, so please submit your replays to StarcraftSquadReplays@gmail.com. I'm going to go over to my personal channel, twitch.tv/StarcraftSquad. We do some coaching rights now, so if you guys want to watch that, watch me play for a little bit as well before GSL, go over there. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to that outro, baby, that beautiful, beautiful outro. I have been Zoia. This is the Zoia Show, Episode 6. Thank you guys for tuning in. Goodbye.
That's so Zoia. That's so Zoia. That's so Zoia.
God. This outro's so long, I gotta dance for the entirety of it.
That's so Zoia.